morning, children. In last class, we studied what we studied in our last class. We solved the exercise number 1.2, right? Yes, 1.2 from the first main to up to fourth main we completed. Okay, we'll begin with the fifth main now. That is, find the product using a suitable properties. Okay, so you have to find the product here and using some properties. Whatever the multiplication properties you studied, right, that you have to use here and multiply. Okay, so we'll begin with the fifth main. Even I given us some homework. I hope everyone done your homework. Okay, so one more thing is there. So start writing CW here. Everyone has to start the writing a CW. Whatever the only exercise part, you have to write it in a CW. Don't write other things in a CW. You have to write only exercise 1.1, 1.2 like that. Okay, all the exercise you should write it in a CW. Getting everyone? And whatever the note I am giving, that you have to write it in a HW only. Okay, don't write that in a CW. Getting everyone? Okay, so we'll move to the fifth main, that is, find the product using a suitable properties. Okay, you have to find the product using the suitable properties. That are, first one is 25 into 19 into 4. That is first one. Okay, that is here 25 into 19 into 4. Okay, say here I just use here commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, I am just exchanging these two. 19 into 4 is there, so I am writing here 4 into 19 because 25 4s are, it's easy to multiply. That's why I am using here a commutative property. So use the commutative property here, that is a 4 into 19 here. Next, what will happen? 25 4s are how much here? 25 4s are how much? That is a 100, right? So write here 100 into 90. Now multiply, that is a 90, 100. This is the answer. Like this we have to do. Okay, if we use the property, then it will be easy. That's why we have to use the property. Getting everyone? Okay, so we'll move to the second question now. That is, second one is 8 into 57 and into minus 120. Okay, so 8 into 57 into minus 125 is there. Again I am using a commutative property. Okay, so 125 into 8 is it's a very easy to multiply. Okay, so just do now 57 into, that is minus 125. Okay, so here write a commutative property. Next, just reverse these things, and after that 57 into this minus plus into minus here, and 8 5 the 44 carries, 8 to the 16. Next 22 carry, 8 1 the 8 plus 2 is okay 125, 8 the 1000 value, 8 5 the 40, 4 carry, 8 to the 16 plus 4 20, 2 carry, and 8 1 the 8 plus 2 is 10. So 1000 you got here. That is minus 57,000. Answer is this one. Getting everyone? Okay. So next one is minus 43 into 103. Minus 43 into 103, how to do here? Minus that is third one, minus 43 into 103. Okay, so see here, this can be written as minus 43 here into 100 plus 3 we we can see here. 103 can be written as 100 plus 3. Getting everyone? 103 can be written as 100 plus 3 here. So again here multiply 43. It is which property it is? Distributive over the addition. Distributive property of a multiplication over the addition I am doing here. You can split up 103 as a 100 plus 3. Then it will be easy to multiply. Okay. So it is nothing but a distributive property right here. Distributive. Okay. So now multiply 43 into 100 plus again here minus 43 into 3. That is. Okay. So now this is a minus 4300. Here again minus 43 3s are 3 is a 9, 3 4s are 12. Now add these two, that is 429. This is the answer. Getting everyone? Here two numbers are there, okay, and 103 can be split into a two numbers, that is 100 plus 3. 103 can be written as a 100 plus 3, and here I am using a distributive property. Okay, 43 minus 43 into 100 plus minus 43 into 3 and multiply here. Minus 43 into 100 is, that is nothing but a minus 4,300. Here minus 129. Okay, so this is the answer here. Okay, so next we'll go to the next question, that is fourth one, 71 into minus 97. Fourth one, 71 into minus 97, that is again minus 97 can be split into two terms, that is minus 100 plus 2. Okay, why we have to take here minus? Because it has a minus sign. The which number have a, the bigger number have a minus sign, then only we will get the minus sign here. Otherwise we will not get the minus sign. So that's why we have to put the minus sign for the bigger number, that is a 100 value. So minus 100 plus 3 here. So now multiply 71 into minus 100 plus 71 into 3. Here minus 1100 plus 3 and 3 sevens are 21. Now subtract the values. 7100 minus 213. 10 minus 2 is 8 and 11 minus 3 is 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay. So you got a, sorry, 10 minus 3 is 7 and 10 minus 2 is 8 and 11 minus 10 is, yeah, 8, 8, 7, that too minus 7. Okay. So here minus 6, 8, 8, 7. Waiting everyone? Okay. So next question is fifth one, minus 17 into minus 29. Minus 17 into minus 29 is there. So you can split the minus 29 as the two numbers, that is a 30 minus 30 plus 1. Fifth one, minus 17 into 29. Minus 29. That is minus 17 here. Minus 29 can be written as minus 30 plus 1. Now again use the distributive property here. That is minus 17 into minus 30 is plus 510. And again here minus 70. Next do the subtraction problem. 10 minus 7 is 3 and 11 minus 2 is 9, 4. Answer will be 490. Okay, I hope everyone are getting here. Just I am using the distributive property here. So minus 30 plus 1 is there and multiply these two and again these two. A into B plus A into C like that. Okay, so A is here minus 17, minus 17 into minus 30 is 510 and minus 17 into 1 is minus 17. Now 510 and minus 17 is there. Subtract the values and write the answer here. That is the 493 here. Getting everyone? Okay. So next one is sixth one, that is a minus 53 into minus 19 plus 53. Minus 53 into minus 19 and plus 53. First you have to do the multiplication only. After that you have to add the 53 value. Okay. If here which property you have to use here? Again use the distributive property only. 53 can be written as the what here? 60 minus 7. Okay, otherwise write a minus 50 minus 3. Then you will have to add those two values, that is the minus 53 you will get, and after that multiplication next 53 you have to add. Next 7th one, 8th one, 9th one, 10th, 11th. All these problems you have to do. Okay, using a properties only you have to do all the problems. Getting everyone? Using a any one property you have to do the all the problems. This is the HW. If you are not getting answers, then we'll send a PDF file in a WhatsApp file. Okay, I'll solve this problem in a notebook and after that I'll send it in a WhatsApp. Okay, so next we'll go for the sixth main, that is a express the following as a product of a two factors. Express the following as a product of the two factors. Express the following as a product of a two factors. That is sixth main. In sixth main, first one is minus 28. Minus 28. You have to express this number in a product of a two factors. What are the factors for a 28? You can use any two numbers, means product of a two factors. Express this number in the product of a two factors. That is nothing but a 14 into 2 or 7 into 4. You can use any one here. That is 7 into 4. But here we have a minus sign. Okay, put a minus sign for any number. Only one number you have to put a minus sign here. If you put the minus sign for both the numbers, then answer will be a positive. But we don't want a positive answer. We want a negative answer. That's why we have to put a negative sign for only one number. Okay, so here minus 7 into 4. That is a minus 28. Next one is second one. Minus 48 is there. So here minus 8 into 6. Product of two numbers. Okay. Next third one is minus 36. Minus 6 into 6. Fourth one is minus 56. That is minus 8 into 7. Minus 8 into 7. Okay. Next seventh main is express the following as a product of a three factors. Here we express in a two factors. In next main we have to express the given number in the product of a three numbers. That is you have to take a three factors here. Seventh main minus 20. First one is minus 20. Okay. 2 into 5, 10 we got. Again we have to multiply with which value? three factors are must be a different value. That is Adipatta. 3 2 into 2 into 5. We can take. Okay. So here 2 into 2 4 and 4 into 5 is a 20. So here minus sign is there. Take a minus sign for any one number. Then answer will be a getting a negative answer. Okay. So minus 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 and minus 4 into 5 is a minus 20. So we expressed the given number in the three factors, product of a three factors. Okay. Second one is minus 48. Minus 48 means here 3 into 2 into 8. Okay. Minus 3 into 8 is a 6 and 6 8 is a 48. Minus 48 we got here. Okay. So next third one is, what is the third question? That is a minus 50. Minus 50. 2 into 5 into again 5. Okay. Minus sign. Minus 2 into 5 is minus 10 and into 5 is minus 50 here. Getting everyone? Last one is 95. Express this 95 in the product of a three numbers, that is 5 into 3 19 okay. So we can product, that is the only we can take here 1 into 90. We can't take another values here. Okay. So that is a 5 into 1 into 90. Again this is a product of a three numbers here. Next, eighth one, replace the blank with the integer to make a true statement. They given us some blank place here, so you have to fill with the correct number, correct integer you have to fill here. That is minus 8 into dash is equal to 32. What we are going to fill that? In 8 main, they given a fill in the blanks here. First one is minus 8 into dash is equal to 32. Here we are getting a positive answer. One value is minus 8 is there. So here should be a minus integer only. Okay, don't take a positive integer here. That is 8 4s are 32. So here minus 4 you have to write here. Minus 8 into minus 4 is 32. Minus into minus is always plus. Next, second one is 15 into dash is equal to 45. That is here C. 15 is a 45. Dash into minus 8 is equal to minus 96. Answer is negative number. So here already one number having a negative sign. Here we take a only positive integer. Which integer we have to take here? 8 and here is a 96. 8 ones are 8, 1 carry, 8 twos are. That is 12. 12 into minus 8 is minus 96. 12 8s are 96 and because of this minus sign, we are getting here a minus sign. Next problem, fourth one. Dash into minus 2 is equal to 130. Okay, dash into minus 2 is equal to 132 here. That is, of course, we are we have to take here a negative integer because here also negative integer is there, but the answer is in a positive integer. So 132 is there. Divide this number with the 2, you will get this value. That is 2 6 are 12, 1 carry, and again it will become a 12. That is 2 6 are 12. So minus 66 into minus 2 is, you will get a 132 as the answer here. Like this you have to fill these things. So next we'll move for the ninth question. That is a monkey can climb 3 meter in a 1 minute. After half an hour, how high can he reach? A monkey can climb 3 meter in a 1 minute. For 1 minute, it will climb for a 3 meters. And after a half an hour, how high can he reach? Okay. So this is also multiplication problem. How many minutes are there in a half an hour? For 1 hour there will be a 60 minutes, and for half an hour there will be a 30 minutes. Okay. So 9th one, for a 1 minute 3 meter, for 30 minutes. Okay. That is nothing but a what? Half an hour. Half an hour. Okay. Question mark. Now you have to multiply 30 into 3. That is 90 meter. The monkey will reach 90 meter. 90 meter height after half an hour. Okay. For 1 minute there will be a, for 1 minute the height is 30 minutes, and for 30 minutes question mark. Okay, we have to find the half an hour. After half an hour the monkey, how high it will reach. Okay, so here the monkey will reach 90 meter height after a half an hour, because we have a 30 minutes. For 1 minute there will be a 3 meter. Then for 30 minutes what? So cross multiplication, that is a 30 into 3, you will get a 90 meters. Okay, so the monkey will reach a 90 meter height after a half an hour. Next, 10th one, the furniture dealer earns a profit rupees 500 by selling a table, and incurs a loss of rupees 150 by selling a chair. First question, he sold 20 tables and 20 chairs. What would be his net profit or a loss? Okay, a furniture dealer earns a profit of rupees 500 by selling a table, and incurs a loss of 150 rupees by selling a chair. So first question is, he sold 20 tables and 20 chairs. So what would be his net profit or loss, they asked here. Okay, if he sold one table, then he will get a 500 as a profit. If he sold one chair, then he will get a loss as a rupees 150. So he, first question they said he sold 20 tables, means how much profit he got. Okay, next question is 20 chairs also he sold, so how much loss he got. Okay, you have to find both loss as well as the profit here. That is also again here multiplication. Okay, for one table 500 rupees, for 20 table how much? Okay, and again for one chair it is a rupees 150 loss, and for a 20 chairs how many? How much it is? Okay, next second question is, what is the number of tables he must sell to have a neither profit nor loss if the number of chairs sold is a 60? Okay, first question will solve now. After that we move to the second one. Sentence name, the first question. Profit for one table is equal to 500, and the loss one chair is equal to how much? Rupees 150. Okay. Profit for a one table is rupees 500 and loss for a one chair is rupees 150 here. Next, in first question, profit for 20 tables is equal to question mark, that is 20 into 500. 10,000 rupees he got as a profit. Next, loss of 20 chairs is equal to question mark, that is 20 into rupees 150. Here, so 3,000 rupees lost. Getting everyone? So here he sold at 20 tables and he got a 10,000 as the profit here, and loss of a 20 chairs means again he got a 3,000 loss. So in profit, this loss you have to minus, then you will get a 7,000. So he got a extra money, how much? That is a 7,000. Okay, because already profit is here 10,000, but we also lost a 3,000 rupees, right? So you have to subtract these 3,000 in a profit amount. That is a 10,000 minus 3,000. So he only got a extra amount, how much? That is the only 7,000. 7,000 is the here extra amount. Okay, so he got a extra 7,000 amount only. In second question, they told what is the number of tables he must sell to have a neither profit nor loss. If the number of chairs sold is a 60. Okay, number of chairs sold is a 60 is there, and he want no loss, then there will be a no loss. Like that, how many tables we have to sell here? See here, compare these two. Profit for a one table is 500 and loss for a one chair is 150. Okay, do the division for a 500 with 150. That is 15 1 is 15, 15 to the 30, 15 3 is 50, 5 here. Okay, next again, no, we can't divide these two values. 3,000 and for 60, see here, for 60 chair means second question, right? Okay, I done this one. Now we solve the second question. He sold how many chairs here? He sold 60 chairs and loss is how much here? Loss equal to question mark, that is 60 into 1 for 1 chair, that is a 150. 0 0 9. Okay, so this much loss is already is there, and how many tables he has to sell now? For that, before that we got a wait 19 into 5. No, 18 into 5, that is, yeah. So here 9,000 is there and profit of for a one table is a 500. Divide that, divide 9,000 by which value? That is a profit value. Profit. Okay. So you will get a number of chairs. 500. 1 is a 500. 4 and take here and 8 is a 4,000. Okay. So here this question will be the number of tables here. Therefore 18 chairs he has to sell. get neither profit nor loss. Okay, already he sold us 60 sheets and he got a 9,000 loss here. But to manage that, we are selling some tables here. Okay, so from that tables we will get a profit, right? So in that profit it will has to manage. Okay, so here if he sell 18 tables, then he has to get a neither profit and nor loss. Okay, so I hope everyone are understanding this one. Okay, so we'll solve next thing in our next class. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you everyone. Homework up to 10th question you have to solve in a test. That is the homework for you. Okay, thank you everyone.